Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Nathan here, and I'm sitting here in downtown Bangkok, reminiscing about life in the past, and I'm realizing, looking through social media, there might be like an exodus happening from America, people looking to leave the country and get out into the world. Well, with over a decade of experience living abroad, I started thinking, man, what made me leave, and what are some reasons people really choose to leave their home country to step out into the world? Because it's not always as pretty as you may seem, man. There can sometimes be some pitfalls, a couple of things that get in your way, some frustrations, but besides that, there is a lot of good things, some fun, some excitement, some adventure, some new experiences. So I want to sit down today and kind of share my thoughts about why I left, what are some reasons people leave, and what are some things you can look forward to when getting out into the world, man. So stick with us. This is the Grill on the Loose, and let's go on an adventure together. For me to tell you why I left, man, I gotta take y'all back. So if y'all don't mind, let's go on a little story, man. I grew up in a place called Lawton, Oklahoma. And if you don't know anything about it, don't even look it up. It ain't worth it. Shout out to Lawton, man. I got love. All my family, all my people still out there. But we grew up pretty rough, It wasn't the most glamorous of upcomings, but everything was still pretty cool. We ain't know no better, but being me, I was a little nappy-headed boy growing up in Lawton, America, which is a pretty heavy white population. I mean, for whatever that's worth. I just remember having a big old afro, walking around, and I just noticed the way things were. People talked to me, the way people treated you. It wasn't necessarily bad, it was just awkward, you know what I mean? And, I grew up living like that. My family, we didn't have a lot of money, we were kind of poor, and I guess I was enough of a studious student that I studied things and I paid a lot of attention, and it made me question a lot of things like, well, why are these things happening? What's really going on around me? And going through these things, I started wondering, is the rest of the world like this? It'd be worth finding out, So at about 20 years old, man, I stopped working. I joined the Air Force, and that took me to Japan, Okinawa to be exact. And I got to experience what that was like. I saw a lot of things. I saw a lot of similar things going on, and that was a good learning experience still, though. I also noticed that I can find peace, though, outside of there, Living in Okinawa, I didn't hear random gunshots. None of my friends were dying anymore, at least there. Friends back home, that's a whole nother story. The pain was still accumulating back there, but in Okinawa, no, all my people were doing well. They were elevating, coming up in life. It was a great experience, man, and I thought, all right, check that off the books. Living in this country has shown me there is some positivities, but I also can see a lot of things that are just seemingly to be common in human activity. So then we go forward. I go back to America, go back to Lawton. I go to university, I get my degree. I decided I wanted to teach. Most people may look at teaching as something. For me, it's really a passion project, man. I've always wanted to deal with teaching. I love helping youth, because growing up, I didn't think there was a lot of help for the youth, man. Not saying there wasn't any, but I looked around my neighborhood and most of my people were there. Dead end, man. We were going nowhere fast, and it's kind of heartbreaking, man. I grew up really poor, lots of weird things going on in my life, and I knew my school was not equipped with people who are willing and able to deal with my situation. And a lot of times the teachers would let me know it, right? They'd tell me, you ain't going nowhere. And I'm like, dang, I'm not out here thugging and bucking or wilding out. I'm just a normal dude who's just in a bad situation trying to make it. So that kind of led me to go back and want to be a teacher. And I'm still out in the world learning to be a teacher. So I get back to America, I go to university, and even then, right back in the grind, you're seeing a lot of the same things. This is maybe 2012, right around the hands up, don't shoot, and all this stuff's going on, Black Lives Matters, and I'm just like, it's still a wild environment living here in America. Things are still pretty crazy on a regular basis. And it's the same old stuff that's been going on. So I finished my university, and I'm like, all right, I'm either going to start teaching in America right now, this instance, just keep piling on the pressure and just deal with it. But where my mind was, I was looking at all this negativity, and it was taking its toll on me personally. I had my personal stuff going on, family members going through crisis, friends going in and out of jail or what have you, or dying from this and that. There was just a lot going on, And then I went and walked into a school where I'm looking for kids going through that. I just knew it was not I wasn't currently in a good place, and I was looking at the world around me, and it was causing me to have a little bit of frustration as well. So I sat down and I thought, I don't think I can be here right now. I don't think I'd be a good impact on my students, even if my intent was right. I think I'm a little bit too frustrated at the moment. So I decided to pack up again, started teaching in the mainland of Japan this time. I taught out there for about 5 years in 2 different cities. Again, this is where I learned that you can really isolate yourself if that's what you need. At that point, that's what I needed. I kind of stayed to myself, found some peace of just going to work, dealing with my students, learning how to engage with the kids. And to me, that was great. Those 5 years, don't get me wrong, it wasn't like it was all sunshine and roses, but I had realized, oh, I can still unpack some of the stuff that's going on from dealing with the world. But that for me was about being an isolationist, just being on my own. If you're the type of person who's going to want to still jump out and do a lot of things, the more people you invite into your life, you're going to find more drama, more instances to be upset, more conflict. And that may add on to whatever you had going on. Now, if you're looking to go out to just experience the adventure, the travel, the passion, just experience the fun of living abroad, then that's all right. Go out there, check it out. If you're looking to find some peace of mind, to relax, you can find that as well. Just know that is going to come a state of isolationist no matter what. Some people try to run from it, try to hide from it by always being out, but they're just kind of mask up things, man. Be mindful that when you're out here, you will be alone. There are going to be instances where you feel homesick, and that's normal. You're not alone in that. No matter how happy everybody feels and acts like they are, they all feel homesick at some point in time, man. The food you want to eat matters. Your friends, family emergencies happening, your family members growing up without you. This type of stuff takes a toll on you, especially if you're working and you're kind of dedicated in another country where you can't just pack up and leave readily, You have to deal with a lot of things like that, man. So keep that in mind, though. Go out if you want to. Take your time. Do your research when you leave. Leaving the country is not a bad thing. It's not a good thing either. It's just a thing that can be beneficial to you depending on what you're looking for. But when you get out here, do be respectful, man. The world isn't owe you nothing. Like, your vacation is not everybody else's vacation. Your adventure isn't everybody else's adventure. Just because you're in a honeymoon phase abroad, everybody else is going through their daily lives, Just because that country is your paradise, that country to some people is their home country. So the same situations you were dealing with in your home country, they're dealing with it there. That's what you're going to have to realize. They have the same type of issues, man. People are people. They may not be as big maybe to you, but it might just be you don't understand it. So keep that in mind. Living abroad, though, it's been a great experience for me. I am still dealing with it. I do intend to go back to my home country, but I'm learning a lot, and I feel like this worldly experience is helping me to be a better teacher. So when I go back home, I can be a better mentor and a better leader in a school environment, especially dealing with young men and women who may be in a lost situation like I was. I want to be able to give them the ideas that they can go out and achieve more. So keep that in mind when you're going out, man. What's your goals? What's your purpose? Are you going to be respectful? And how are you going to maintain a life out there? Other than that, hey, man, get your passports, get your visas, set up a nice place, get you a job. If you have the money, whatever the case may be, come on out, man. I'm waiting for brothers and sisters. I've been preaching this for years and years. I can count on one hand, 0, how many of my people from my hometown have traveled out to visit me. Now, my military friends, I've got a few. That's a different story. But my hometown friends, we're still sitting at goose egg, man. Y'all need to get to it. So this is Gorilla on the Loose, man. Stay tuned. Keep it up. Get out in the world. Check it out. Enjoy the adventures. With that said, peace, man. Stay tuned for the next one. Like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all again. I'm out.